Hey, what's up, guys? It's 7 p.m. We are live, and it feels like it's been forever. But we got some really important stuff to talk about. So we are live. I'm going to put some links in the comments real quick. Give me like 2 seconds here. Boom, boom. There they are. I'm going to pin them to the top. 1 sec. Boom, there we go. How's everybody doing? I can see everybody flooding in. What's up, what's up, what's up? What's up, Shay? What's up, Daniela? What's up, Todd? What's up, Amanda? How's everybody doing? It seems like it's been forever since we've done a live stream. And not only has it been forever since we did a live stream, but it's been forever since we dropped a new video. It's been 5 weeks. So this Friday at 9 a.m., I'm dropping a brand new music video. I hope you guys are excited because I've been going through like major withdrawals. Like it is the absolute worst to be working incredibly hard behind the scenes and not have anything to show you guys. So for the first time in 5 weeks, I have something to show you. Friday morning, 9 a.m., brand new music video. As always, tomorrow at 9 a.m., I'll be dropping the artwork. So tomorrow morning, the cat's going to be out of the bag as far as what the song's called and what it's potentially going to be about. So if you want to know what the song's called, if you want to know what it's going to be about, tune in here tomorrow at 9 a.m. The video will drop 9 a.m. on Friday. And, dude, I'm super jacked up for this one. If there's one thing I can say, it's the visuals to this music video. The visuals for this video dropping Friday are unforgettable. Like, mind-blowing. Like, we really, really went the extra mile to make the visuals for this thing, like, super crazy. So, it's one of my, like, when I watch it, I'm like, damn, this is, like, one of the best. I feel like it's one of the best music videos we've ever made. So, super duper excited to hear what you guys have to think about it, hear what you guys have to say about it, rather. So Friday morning, 9 a.m., that video's dropping. Tomorrow at 9 a.m., the artwork's dropping. Look, I just gotta say this, because I say it every time. I say it every time, and not everybody does it. Join the Hangover Gang newsletter, or subscribe to my YouTube channel. Those are the 2 ways that you can see the new videos before anybody else. If you join the Hangover Gang newsletter, that's also where I send the MP3 downloads and promo codes and early access to music videos and tour tickets and stuff like that. So join the Hangover Gang newsletter, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Links to all of those things are pinned in the comments right now. All you gotta do is click the link, put in your email, hit enter, and you've signed up. I'll email you Friday morning before the video hits YouTube. You'll have early access to it. Or subscribe to YouTube, and YouTube will hopefully notify you. Dude, it feels like the longer you wait between releases, the more anxious I am about it. I feel like it's been like 5-6 weeks since we dropped a music video. You get all these crazy thoughts running through your head like, oh, maybe people don't care anymore, or maybe people have forgot about me, or maybe people have had enough and they don't care. And they don't care that there's a new music video dropping. So it's like really, really nerve-wracking. So please, if you're watching this right now, when this video drops on Friday, we got to push this thing like crazy to lighten my anxiety. I need everybody out there to share this thing like nuts and just push it out there. So that's me forewarning you before Friday rolls around and I'm in your stories. And I'm in your stories every day telling you to share the video. Just please, when you see the new video, share it, push it like crazy. It's my first one in 5 weeks, so I am nervous to say the least. So yeah, new video Friday, artwork drops tomorrow. Join the Hangover Gang newsletter, subscribe to YouTube. As always, I got a couple little things I want to talk about, but start dropping your questions in the comments. Drop your questions in the comment section like right now. I'm going to scroll through in about 2 minutes here and just start responding to as many of you guys as possible and answering as many questions as I can. So start dropping your questions in the comment section now. I'm going to ramble on about a couple little things real quick. And then I guess the other thing is like the reason why these 5 weeks have been so frustrating is because I haven't just been working on music videos for you guys. I haven't just been working on music for you guys, but I've been working on a super top secret project that is really gonna blow everybody's minds. At least once a year, I try to do something really crazy and different and out of the ordinary and out of left field. And I just spent the last 3.5, 4 weeks just hammering out all the details of this special thing that I've got coming down the rails right now. And it sucks because I'm working like 12 hours a day on it and I can't show anybody yet. So it looks like I'm sitting around being lazy. It looks like I'm sitting around being lazy and not doing anything, but I've really just been creating something insane that I can't show anyone yet, which is super frustrating. So just know I haven't been lazy. I've been working my ass off. It's just on a confidential project. So just stay tuned for that. And, you know, it's been 5 weeks since the last video, but I always like to end the year off strong, spend the last couple months just hitting people over the head with crazy music and crazy videos. We've done that for the last couple years. So now that 5 week break, well, I've been creating this top secret project. Now that 5 weeks is out of the way, for the rest of the year, we're going crazy. We're going hard. I got so much music and videos I'm going to give. I got so much music and videos I'm going to give you guys before the year's out. So just stay tuned. That 5 weeks was a very necessary break in online presence so that I could really just like get my nose to the grindstone and work out some really crazy shit for you guys. So yeah, that's pretty much my spiel. I just wanted to let everybody know why I've been missing and what I've been doing and where I've been. And yeah, man, I've just been working my ass off. I got a lot of stuff coming for you guys, starting with this Friday at 9 a.m. when I drop this new video, and I'll drop the artwork tomorrow. This is just the beginning of what is going to be a crazy last couple months of the year. So just make sure your seatbelt's buckled because the next couple months are going to be nuts. I promise you that. And you guys have probably seen my stories and stuff. This has been a really kind of a difficult 5 weeks for me too, because it's like I'm caught in this duality where I know what I want to release and I know what people want me to release. It's just impossible for me to ever keep everyone happy. It's like I put out a political song and people just bitch and complain and give me a hard time about too much politics, too many political songs, too much controversial songs, blah, 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 blah. And then I give people non-political, non-controversial music and people say, I want the political stuff, I want the controversial stuff, the world's crazy, we need your music, we need the political stuff, blah, blah. There's just like no way for me to keep everybody happy. So from here on out, and I'll admit, I tried to keep people happy, but I found out there's just no way for me to do that. No way to keep everybody happy. And if you can manage to keep everybody happy, you'll manage to make yourself very unhappy. And I guess it's a double-edged sword, man. You can keep everybody else happy and it'll make you miserable. So from here on out, I'm just going to do what the fuck I want to do. I have some really big, crazy, amazing plans and songs for you guys. And I hope it aligns with what you want to hear. But if it doesn't, just stay tuned. What you want to hear is coming. Just stay tuned. What you want to hear is coming. I'm just doing it as it makes sense for me and for what I want to do. So that's my spiel. I got a really wild music video coming for you on Friday. I'm dropping the artwork tomorrow. And for the rest of the year, we're going to go fucking crazy. Sound good? I hope it sounds good. I'm going to jump in the comment section right now. The internet's a little sketchy, but I'm not going anywhere. If it breaks in and breaks out, I'll backtrack and make sure you guys hear everything. I'm going to jump in the comment section right now. I'm going to answer as many questions as I can. I'm going to talk with you guys. So if you have questions, start dropping them in the comment section. Before this live stream is over, I've pinned the link in the comments. Join the Hangover Gang newsletter. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Those are your 2 ways to guarantee that you see the new video before anybody else. Is that cool? I'm pinned in the comments, or my links are pinned in the comments. Give it a like when you see my comment. It'll push it up in the feed and make it easier for other people. I'm going to jump in the comments right now and answer some questions. Let's get it. Okay. I'm just scrolling through the comments here, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Tori Braham says, what is your favorite song from your new albums? So, if you don't know, I mean, you probably do. I just dropped 2 new albums. Where are they? I wish I had them in here to show you, but I think they're in the closet and I don't want to get up right now. But Us Against the World and No Guts, No Glory are the 2 albums I just dropped. They're both on the website. It's 35 new songs. As for like what's my favorite out of those 35 songs, it's damn near impossible for me to pick my favorite song out of those 35. Like, so many of those songs mean so much to me, all for different reasons. If I gave you an answer to that, I would be kicking myself 45 minutes from now, because I would remember another song and be like, damn it. So I can't really give you an answer because they all mean a lot to me for different reasons. So what's your favorite song from the 2 new albums? You tell me. And if you want the 2 new albums, you can head over to hangovergang.com and you can grab the 2 new copies of my 2 new albums. Jeanne Williamson says, did you draw those pictures behind you? I did draw those pictures behind me. I drew the SpongeBob and Dexter's Laboratory here. I drew Merlin and Tweety Bird right there. And I drew that SpongeBob and I drew that Ronald McDonald. That SpongeBob was done by like a really famous artist. But I do a lot of like drawing and sketching and stuff like that. So yeah. Out of the five pictures hanging up there, I did 4 of them. Appreciate you asking. Oh man, Jess Patterson says, bring up the Travis Scott rituals in your next song. So I'm sure everybody saw by now that like a bunch of people died at the Travis Scott festival or whatever. I think they got like trampled and crushed or something. I think there was like 7 or 8 people dead and maybe like a bunch more than that injured or something. And I've seen the conspiracy theories about like it being some sort of ritual sacrifice. I've seen the conspiracy theories about it being some sort of like ritual sacrifice, or Travis Scott worships the devil and those were like people that were sacrificed and like blah 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 blah. And like, look, I'll never rule anything out. I mean, like, who fucking knows? It's possible. But a lot of people lately, there's been all these rumors going around about how I'm Illuminati and I worship the devil and Nova's Illuminati and we're fucking lizard people from space and we're independently ushering the world into a new world order. And it's just like, fuck off. Like, I've independently been breaking my fucking back for years, independently, with no entertainment industry support whatsoever. Making my own beats, writing the songs. My girlfriend shoots my videos. We design all the merch. We release the videos. We do everything ourselves. Okay? We invest all of our own time, all of our own energy, all of our own money. We do it all ourselves. This is why it's so frustrating for somebody to be like, you're Illuminati. You're Illuminati. You're an industry plant. You're controlled opposition. You're this, you're that. It's just like, yo, first of all, it's like, fuck you. You're wrong, asshole. Second of all, it's like, why are you trying to give credit to the fucking Illuminati and trying to give credit to fucking the devil? Why are you trying to give those people credit for all of my fucking hard work and my sacrifices over the fucking years? And I don't mean blood sacrifices either. Like, that's the frustrating part. I wouldn't even mind if somebody else was doing all the work for me. And then people wanted to be like, he's Illuminati, he's a devil-worshipping Illuminati lizard man. I'd be like, okay, fine, whatever. But because I do all the work with my own two hands, I just can't let it fly. Because I'm like, you can't give somebody else credit for all of my fucking hard work. It fucking pisses me off. It's been irritating me lately. So, but I kind of get it. Because when I was young, when I was like 15, 16, and I was looking at these whatever, big superstar rappers or actors or whatever, I'd be like, fucking Illuminati for sure. Those guys are fucking Illuminati for sure. But now that I'm here, in the place of one of those people that I used to look up to and be like, fuck those guys, Illuminati. And now that I'm here and I'm like, oh shit. Like, you don't have to sell your soul and be in the Illuminati to get here. You just have to bust your fucking ass and believe in yourself. Now that I realize that, it's like I have a hard time like being like, oh yeah, Travis Scott's doing rituals and killing people at his... I have a hard time entertaining the idea of Travis Scott doing rituals and killing people at his concerts, because part of me just wants to be like, that, you poor fucking guy. You just tried to throw a concert and you're singing a song and there's people dying and now people think that you're fucking sacrificing people and blah, blah, blah. It's the same weird shit that people are saying about me. So I'm torn, because half of me wants to be like, oh yeah, those fucking clever ass Illuminati folks are sacrificing people at concerts, and like, I fuck with that. It's entertaining. I like that theory. But at the same time, I look at it as a person who's also being accused of weirdo shit like that all the time. He's Illuminati, wow. And I'm like, you poor fucking guy. Because I got to deal with those weirdo fucking rumors. And imagine if you're Travis Scott, how much louder those fucking weirdo rumors are. So, shit is fucking fucked up. I don't even know what to say about it. If Travis Scott was doing satanic rituals at his concert and killing people, then shame on him. But if he wasn't, then shame on all those motherfuckers that accused him of it. But I don't really know, like, what stance to take on that one. Oh, there's another person, Cindy Dangel, says, what are your feelings about the concert and how the safety of the concert goers was handled? I mean, shit, like, that's a completely other thing. I don't really know, like, how was the safety of the concert goers handled? I don't even fucking really know. Like, why did those people get trampled? Was it concert goers that broke a barrier and ran over each other? Or was it poor security and a poorly thought out concert on their behalf? Like, I have no fucking idea. I don't know what the details are. I didn't read about it. But, you know, if it was people's fault, then fuck. I guess it could be the concert goer's fault. If it's not the concert goer's fault, if it had to do something with the organization that put the festival on, then that's a fucking shame, man. That sucks. Anybody, especially in today's day and age when shit's already so fucking dangerous everywhere, people should be able to go to a concert. People should be able to go to a concert and be safe and be taken care of. So that fucking sucks. So, but like I said, I don't know the details. I don't know the details on Travis Scott's lizard man Satan ritual. I don't know the details on the security detail from the concert. I don't know. I don't sit around and read that type of shit. I'm just scrolling through the comments here. Jamie Constein says, how long did it take you to realize that living clean was the way? I'm so proud to be able to say that I'm clean, and your music helped me with that. I mean, it took my whole life to realize that living clean was the way. But it definitely wasn't like some fucking epiphany that I had. I didn't live for fucking 30 years and then be like, you know what? I need to smarten up. I need to clean my act up. I need to live clean. Like, I just fucking ran myself into the ground to the point where I almost died, and then I had no choice but to rework my life and be clean, or that was going to be the end of me. So I wish I could take credit for, like, that I had some sort of epiphany or paradigm shift, and I thought, oh wow, like what an amazing revelation I've had. I'm gonna change my life and be clean. But that just wasn't the case. I was such a fucking loser for so long that like I was like at death's door, and that scared the shit out of me and made me turn. I was at death's door, and it made me turn my life around. So yeah, so it took about fucking 30 years, man. And even then, I feel like the decision really wasn't even my own. Life happened, and it was so bad that I had no choice. I had to change. Yeah, I see people saying like, oh, there's videos of Travis Scott encouraging people to jump off balconies and break through barriers and shit like that. Like, okay, fine. Like, I get, you know more than I do about the whole thing, so what the fuck ever. Yeah, I see a lot of people like, everybody's talking about this Travis Scott shit. He didn't even care to stop the show, blah, 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 blah. Like, I mean, okay, like, dude, like, don't talk to me like you're having some sort of like intellectual fucking battle with me. Like, I don't know what happened at the show. I didn't watch the video. I didn't sit around and read 17 fucking articles about it. I heard about it. I saw people post shit on Instagram. I'm not stopping to fucking do an independent investigation on Travis Scott and the security measures at his concert. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. It's sad that fucking people died. It's sad that people died. It's sad that there was people injured. It's a fucking shame. It should have never fucking happened. It's fucking embarrassing that like this type of shit happens at fucking concerts. But beyond that, I don't have the fucking details. I'm not gonna sit here and argue about like if it was some form of ancient fucking occult ritual and it's all Travis Scott's fault because he encouraged people to jump guardrails or whatever the fuck. Just like, whatever. You clearly know more about it than I do. I just got asked a question about it. I did my best to answer with the limited information I have. I'm now moving on. What else we got going on here? Carrie Coogan says, would you and Nova ever want to do a podcast? You guys would be amazing. We know you guys are busy already, but you guys would be great. I don't know about a podcast. I'm thinking about starting to Twitch. Nova's doing the Twitch streaming thing and playing video games and shit. I've actually been on Nova's Twitch with her playing video games, and that is like a really fun thing. Like playing video games, there's a bunch of people hanging out watching you play. You can talk with people and stuff. I really like that. Podcasts require like a lot of attention. The only reason I'm even entertaining the... Damn, that was a long blackout right there. The only reason I'm even entertaining... Holy shit. Was there like a fucking solar flare, fucking magnetic storm above my house? The only reason I'm even entertaining the idea of doing Twitch is because I get to like play video games, which is something I really like doing. And it's a nice break from working on stuff to play games, and I get to hang out with people. That's kind of how I justify it. I'm like still working, but I'm having fun at work, which is kind of nice. A podcast would just be straight up work, and it would require a lot of time and energy and shit like that. Time and energy that I don't have it right now. Like, you guys will know what I mean. When everything that I've been working on starts coming out here, you're gonna be like, oh shit, how the fuck did this guy get all this stuff done in 5 weeks? And the answer is, how did I get all of this stuff that's about to come out? How did I get that all done in 5 weeks or 3 weeks? It's because, damn, it broke up right when I was about to, the feed cut right when I was about to tell you guys how I did all that work in 3 weeks. They don't even want me to tell you. It's a conspiracy. They tried to cut my feed right there, right before I told you that I was able to get that work done, all of that work done in 3 weeks, because I'm an Illuminati lizard man from space, and I've been sacrificing goats, which gave me an inhuman ability to work 25 hours a day, which a regular man can't even do. You guys are capped out at 24. But when you become an alien lizard man from Mars and the Illuminati are your homeboys, you get 25 hours in the day. So I was working, you work 24/7, I was doing 25/8. Think about that. You're doing 24/7, I'm doing 25/8. Every day for 3 weeks, 25/8 every day. That's how I got all that work done in 3 weeks. And you guys are going to be mind blown. When it starts coming out, you're going to be like, holy shit, this is fucking crazy. And as you know, it all starts this Friday, 9 a.m. with the brand new video. I had to plug that. This Friday, 9 a.m., brand new video. I'm going to drop the artwork tomorrow. You guys already know that. Join the Hang with Rand newsletter. Subscribe to my YouTube. Blah, 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 blah. Lexi says, we can prevent injury by bringing the concert into a VR world. Would you like to get a free capture with us? Look, the VR shit started out cool, but I'm not even going to lie, this shit's getting so weird. Like, who saw Zuckerberg do the big interview about the metaverse that they're dropping? Did that fucking freak anybody else out, man? That guy does not seem like a human being. He seems like he's got a USB cord shoved up his ass and somebody's typing words into his brain and they're just coming out of his mouth. Like, it's fucking... I wouldn't be surprised if, like, 5 years from now, Elon Musk reveals that Mark Zuckerberg is actually not a human. It's an android that Tesla created, and they've just been testing him live on TV. Like, this shit is fucking weird. But to a certain extent, the VR shit's cool. VR concerts and shit like that, that would be cool. But it's starting to seem like the entire world is going to become sort of like this virtual reality metaverse like thing. And that's cool, but like when all of the fun you have is in VR and you go to work in VR, what I was saying was when all of your fun is in VR, when your work is in VR, when you hang out with your friends in VR, when you hang out with your family in VR, when you start doing all this stuff in VR, I just see like people sitting on couches with headsets and like feeding tubes implanted in the side of their neck, and they're just like living inside of this virtual world. And I said it to my dad the other day. I showed him all this metaverse shit, and he was like, he said, I don't give a fuck. My dad said, I don't give a shit how cool this virtual reality shit is. I don't care how convenient the metaverse is. I would rather stand outside in the fucking rain than live the rest of my life in a headset. And that was like the most profound thing I've heard anybody say about the metaverse. And I agree. I would rather stand outside in the rain for the rest of my life than stay inside in a fuck. So, there you go. I'm just flipping through here, you guys, looking for more comments that aren't about Travis Scott and the satanic fucking concert. Travis Scott's killing people. Okay, what? What else we got going on here? I'm flipping through you guys' comments. Give me one sec. Josh Hegel-Steck says, how did you get started making your music? He says, how did you get started making your music / beats? Are you self-taught? Someone new that you knew someone that you learned from? So I had been, it's a long story, but I'll give you the Reader's Digest. So I had been writing music for a long time, didn't have an outlet, I was a pro wrestler for like quite a while, then like accumulated injuries and shitty politics, just like got out of the business. I needed an outlet for my creativity, and I'd been writing music my entire life, and I'd never recorded any of it. I'd never performed any of it. I never even told anybody that's what I was doing. But when I got out of wrestling, I was like, okay, this is my opportunity to to chase that and to follow that and explore that. So I bought a mic, and I bought a $50 microphone. I bought a $50 interface. I had $100 worth of music gear. I plugged it into my computer, and then I was like, oh shit, like, so I can record my voice with this gear, but what do I record my voice on? I have no beats. I have no actual music, no instrumentation. So then I bought a program so I could start making my own beats. And like, we're talking like 10 years ago. You know what I mean? Maybe like slightly more than that, 12 years ago at this point. So I started making my own beats out of necessity because I didn't have the money. I spent all my money on my recording gear. I didn't have money to pay other people for beats. So I started making beats out of necessity. And then when I had made a bunch of songs, I was like, what's like the next step? Like, where do I go from here? And I was like, shit, I need to have music videos. So I asked my parents for a camera for Christmas. They got me this little Canon camera. I bought some software that would edit music videos, and I started shooting. I'd put my camera on a tripod, make a song, I'd make a beat, make a song, record it, and then I'd put the camera on a tripod, stand in front of it, and rap at the camera, and then I'd take all the footage and edit it myself, and I was putting out these like homemade music videos. I think I ended up doing like 60 in like 3 months. But it was all like out of necessity. There wasn't anybody along the way that was like, oh, hey kid, like, you know, I'll take you under my wing and show you the ropes or whatever. I've figured out all of this shit over the last 12 years, and I did it all out of necessity. So, you know, don't let anybody tell you that it's too hard or too much work or too expensive or unlikely. Chase your fucking dream. Do whatever you need to do to get there. It's crazy when you think about it. Like I have like 30 fucking billboard plaques. I got like 4, 7, 8. I got 8 of them sitting right there. And like 10 years before these billboard plaques, some kid just bought $100 worth of music equipment and was like, I'm gonna be a musician. And it turned into that. Like 30 billboard plaques, 20 number ones. It's fucking crazy. This is the type of shit that people tell you can't do. Or you know, along the way, the music industry will say, oh, you need us for this. You need a manager, you need an agent, you need PR, you need marketing, you need distribution, you need a fucking publishing deal, you need licensing, you need syncs, you need this, and you don't need any of that shit. It's like, these are just people that are trying to get their fucking hands in your pot so when the food's ready, they get to eat some. That's it. So you can do this shit all yourself. You can do this shit all yourself. You got the internet at your fingertips. You can learn anything that you want to learn on your fucking phone. You can experiment and have fun, and you can teach yourself this whole shit. It's like we're talking about a nobody that had never made a beat in his life, never recorded his voice in his life. We're talking 10 years later and 30 billboard plaques. I'm not even trying to gas myself up or pat myself on the back, even though I did a pretty fucking good job. I'm just saying that like 10 years goes by like fucking that. So fast. It's a lot of work over 10 years, but it's a lot of fucking fun too. So it's like, even if you never get the billboard plaque or get the Grammy or go to the award show or get the 1 million views or whatever the fuck it is, even if you never get there, you still love what you're doing and you have a damn good time doing it along the way. And that's what's important. Is like this destination of a Grammy or 1 million views or my music videos on TV or my song plays on the fucking radio or a billboard plaque. That's like a destination. The destination doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Trust me. After you get a couple billboard plaques and you're like, okay, like, all right, so what's next? And I'm sure the same thing happens when you get a Grammy. Okay, I got a Grammy. What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? It's always this what's next shit. When really what's important is, hey, the last 10 years that you worked to get that Grammy or to get that song on the radio or to get that 1 million views or to get that plaque or whatever the fuck it is, the last 10 years that you worked to get there, did you have fun for those 10 years? Did you enjoy yourself for those 10 years? Were you happy for those 10 years? That's all that fucking matters. The destination doesn't mean shit. It's the journey to get to the destination. That's literally the only thing that fucking means anything. So yeah, I went on a bit of a tangent there, but Josh, to answer your question, I started making music. How did I start making music? I just bought the shit and started fucking making music and progressively improved my skills over the years. So, fucking rock and roll, dude. I hope you can do the same thing. I just saw somebody mention that it was the Marine Corps birthday today, which I guess it doesn't have sort of the same attention or recognition that, you know, July 4 or something like, or Veterans Day. It didn't carry that much weight. I had no idea what was happening, but I saw a few people post about it today, and I saw a couple people mention in the chat, and I have a couple friends that are Marines. So, you know, I don't know if there's any Marines here right now in the chat, but I have a pretty extensive military following, and I have so much love and respect for the armed forces and the Marines and just the U.S. Army. Like, so much love and respect. So if any of those Marines are out here today, happy birthday to the Marine Corps. Tons of love, tons of respect from the Hangover Gang. We appreciate you guys so fucking much. I wish that this day got the attention that some of the other military-related sort of holidays get during the year. But that's not the case. But I want you guys to know that we love you and we respect you and we appreciate you and thank you. I'm just flipping through here. Edward J. Goats the Fourth. That's a prestigious sounding fucking name. Edward J. Goats the Fourth says, where can I get some signed gear? Autographing everything all the time got to be super fucking overwhelming, so I don't sign all the CDs anymore. Sometimes I autograph the CDs. Sometimes I drop autographed music video memorabilia on the website, like outfits and props and stuff for music videos. Anything autographed, any memorabilia, any albums, any t-shirts, sweatsuits, flannels, all that stuff is all on www.hangovergang.com, and the link to that is pinned in the comments along with the Hangover Gang newsletter, and the subscribe to my YouTube link, which I've been badgering you to do so that you're one of the first people to see the new video on Friday. So if you want anything, hangovergang.com. Easton Howell says, what is your favorite music video? So, oh man, that's tough. Because I don't watch the music videos after they're out, really. So it's tough for me to even remember all of them. I can definitely say with some pretty supreme confidence that the next two music videos that I'm releasing, visually, like this one that we're dropping on Friday, visually, I've never done anything like it. Never, ever, ever done anything like it. Like, when you see the new video on Friday, you're going to be like, holy shit. How the fuck did they do this? It's like that. So, the new video on Friday is definitely one of my favorites just because visually we've never done anything like it. And then I already have a plan to follow that video up. And the next video that comes out after this is going to be fucking crazy. Like, I can't even talk about it yet, but we have really upped the ante as far as visuals go. These next two music videos, you're going to be like, ToM and Nova are fucking insane. Like, yeah. So I'll leave it at that. I'm just flipping through here, guys. One sec. I'm only stopping at the comments that have question marks. Because there's just so many. Okay, this is the first one I've seen. In like 30 comments, I see Jonathan says, my bad, I'm late to the party. What's up, Tom? How are you tonight? What's up, Jonathan? I'm good. This is what's up. We're just hanging out, talking about the new video that's dropping on Friday, talking about the artwork that's dropping tomorrow, talking about people joining the Hangover Gang fucking newsletter, which they never fucking do, but it's in the comments, it's pinned there, so do it. We've been talking about Travis Scott and whether he may or may not have summoned Satan and killed people at his concert a few days ago. What else did we talk about? We talked about being an Illuminati lizard man. We talked about... That's really it. That's all we've talked about. Everybody really wanted to talk about Travis Scott. And then when I said I didn't really know about Travis Scott and I felt bad that he was being accused of being a fucking Satan incarnate, sucking the souls of people at his concerts. When I said I didn't know about that, a lot of people got mad. And they were like, come on, Tom. Travis Scott was telling everybody to break the barriers and do this and do that. So we're not talking about that anymore. But that's what's up, Jonathan. That's what we've been doing, man. We've been talking about fucking weird shit. It's not what I expected. Yet here we are. What else we got here? Oh shit, somebody said, Corey Gwynn says, what was your wrestling name? My wrestling name was All-Star ToM MAcDonAlD. I've never been big on, I don't even have a rap name. I've always just used my fucking name, ToM MAcDonAlD. That's it. Like, I don't know, like stage names were just never for me, man. Like, there's like a lot of people that have like cool stage names and shit, but it's just like somewhere around like 2005, people started losing like backwards letters and numbers and punctuation, exclamation marks and shit like in their names, like chaotic with a K backwards and like chaotic chemist, like, and it's all spelt with like K's and fucking 3's as E's and fucking the number 1 as an I, and there's like 4 exclamation marks in his name and shit. And like after people started really fucking doing the crazy stage names, I was like, nah, I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna be ToM MAcDonAlD. That might be the shittiest, whitest rap name of all time, but I'm gonna be ToM MAcDonAlD. I don't even give a fuck. I like the regular rap names. Kanye West. I like that. ToM MAcDonAlD. It's kind of shitty sounding, but fuck it. It's easier. Just flipping through here, guys. I'm looking for more questions. What else we got going on? Aaron says, what's your favorite memory from Canada? What do you miss? There's some food and shit that you can get in Canada. Yo, honestly, fuck all the food and stuff. I haven't seen snow in like 6 years. I know I've told you guys that before. I don't know what it is. Some people love to be in the desert. Some people have to be around an ocean or like a body of water. I've never been that type of person. I never really gave a fuck. I was just like pretty much wherever I drop my bags, I can call that home and be happy. But after being in a hot desertish climate for like 5-6 years, I can't even lie. I am longing for some snow. I want like an old log cabin on the side of a fucking mountain, covered in fucking snow. I want to go skiing. I want to be cold. I want to wear a jacket. I want to walk somewhere and be knee deep in snow. Like that's what I miss the most from Canada. And I fucking hated it when I lived there. I hated the fucking cold. I couldn't wait to fuck off. Like, you guys don't understand, man. Like, when you're a boy, when you're a part of a family and you're a son, when you live at home and you're the young man, you got to deal with snow is your responsibility. You got to be shoveling the fucking driveway and shoveling the fucking sidewalks. And it just so happened that my parents lived on this particular place where there was like a communal mailbox close by, and it was by our property. So I had to shovel our fucking driveway, shovel all the fucking sidewalks, and then I'd have to go over and shovel the fucking, I had to shovel around the fucking mailbox, which really pissed me off. Because I'd see everybody else shoveling their driveways and their sidewalks, and nobody else had to shovel the fucking communal mailbox. That was like just extra shit that I had to do. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is, I used to fucking hate the snow, and now that I've been away from it for so long, I miss the hell out of it. I can't, that's what I miss the most. Matthew Albright says, would you ever do a podcast with Joe Rogan? I think that would open up some serious talks. Dude, I would love to do Rogan. I have had fucking interview offers from everybody you can fucking imagine. No fucking Joe Rogan. You guys got to go blow up Joe Rogan and tell him we want ToM MAcDonAlD on your show. And then maybe somebody from the Joe Rogan podcast will reach out, because Rogan's like one of my favorite personalities on the internet, and I would love to do that. Those are my two goals. I want to do the Stone Cold Steve Austin interview on his podcast, and I want to do Joe Rogan. So you just go blow those people up and tell them that we Stone Cold, you got to hook up with ToM MAcDonAlD. He's a big fan. You guys would have a good conversation. Joe Rogan, you got to hook up with ToM MAcDonAlD. He's a big fan. You guys would have a great conversation. You go blow those two guys up for me and make it happen, because there's nothing I can do. I'm just flipping through here, guys. Give me 1 sec. Looking for the next question. A lot of people ask questions that I don't fucking understand. And after the backlash I got about not knowing about Travis Scott's security fucking protocol at his concert, I don't even want to talk about anything I don't want to know about. Or I don't want to talk about anything I don't know about. Here, don't ask me questions if you guys already know the answer to the question. If you know more about what you're at, if you're asking me something and you know more about it than I do, just be content with your already, the knowledge you already have, and just let me just chill. Edward White says, yo, Tom, how much fun did you and Nova have filming and recording phone calls? So Phone Calls was a song that Nova and I did together, because Nova and I had a band for a while called GFBF. And we made a lot of like punk pop stuff. We made a lot of pop music. And Phone Calls was one of the songs that we recorded. And it's also a video that we released where we did like a body switch, like Freaky Friday. And that was probably like, people ask me all the time, what's the most fun you've ever had shooting a video? And I usually say like Buttholes or I'm Corny, because those were really fucking fun. And Phone Calls slips my mind. Phone Calls was definitely one of the most fun times I've ever had shooting a music video. Nova and I always have a great time recording music together, but that music video was a fucking blast. We had so much fun, and I think it turned out like super funny too. So Mike Haynes says, when is a new album gonna drop? Bro, I was just talking with Brandon Hart about this shit the other night. What, September? What is it? November? In September, I dropped 2 albums. 35 songs. And earlier in the year, I dropped As Far as the Stars with Nova and Brandon. And I think that was like 15 songs or something too. So like this year, I've put out like 60 songs. And it's like, fuck. I was saying to Brandon, the rate in which people consume shit these days, it's like almost disrespectful. It's like you'll put out an album or you'll put out a song or you'll put out a music video, and 5 minutes after that shit's existed in the world, people are like, so what's next, dude? When's the next shit coming out, man? Hey, I just copped your new albums. When's your next album coming out? Hey, bro, it's been fucking 25 minutes since you dropped a video. When's the next video coming out? And it's just like, fuck. Our attention spans have just been fucking obliterated by social media and phones and computers and shit. We're just like so fucked up now that we're just like consume. Like, it's like, I said to Brandon, it's borderline fucking disrespectful. Like, I appreciate that people want to hear more music and see more videos and get more content. We don't even fucking call art anymore. A music video is like not art. A song is like not art. Like, everything is content. How much content you got? Give me more content. We need more content. Content's king. Content. It's like, fuck. It's so fucking wild that, like, I was talking to somebody the other day and I said, I was bitching. I said, man, it's been 5 weeks since I released a music video. It's driving me fucking crazy. I feel like shit. I think people are mad at me. I think people are forgetting about me. I think they're going to stop giving a fuck. I feel terrible that I haven't released anything. It's eating me up. And they were like, dude, like the average like mainstream artist does like one big release like every 3 months. And you've been releasing music videos every 3 weeks for like 4 years. Like, chill the fuck out. But it's like, the other confusing thing is, people always say like, Tom, chill, take a break. You can have a vacation. Take some time with Nova. Take some time off. Relax. Take care of yourself. Rest. Blah, 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 blah. Those are the same motherfuckers that are like, hey, cool video that you just dropped today at 9 a.m., but it's 11:30. When's the fucking next one coming out? It's like, fuck. Anyways, Mike, I'm not trying to give you shit. When's the new album gonna drop? Like, honestly, I will have another new album to you before you expect it. Okay, that's all I can say. Just trust me on that. But in the meantime, you can go to hangovergang.com. You can grab an album from there. I have 6 different solo albums, 2 or 3 different collab albums. Tons of music. We're talking hundreds of songs, my guy. And a very small portion of those have been released to DSPs and streaming services and shit like that. Most of my music lives on CD. Hangovergang.com. Okay. I'm just flipping through here. I'm gonna scroll to the bottom. Somebody said, who's Emily, bro? That's my sister. Michael Hunter says, what's your process for writing lyrics? It's always different, bro. Sometimes I something happens, I read about something, I see something, experience something, and I start, jotting down what I'm gonna write a song about, and then I make the beat, and I write the song to the beat. Sometimes I make the beat first and write the song to the beat that I've made. Pardon me. But it's always different. The process is always changing. Like, I don't like to just have one way that I do things. I like to do it in a bunch of different ways. It always feels like fresh and new to me, and it doesn't feel like routine. So yeah, I do it in different ways all the time. Oh, we just tripped out there. Hold on, I'm just looking for... Justin Summer says, on average, how long does it take you to write a full song with the beat and recording? I love the 2 albums. It's always different, man. Some songs, sometimes you make a beat. Yo, my dog is like talking in his sleep. Hold on, you guys gotta see this shit. How the fuck? Hold on. Oh, dude, I busted you. Just a second ago, you had your tongue sticking out of your mouth and your mouth was like opening and closing and opening and closing and opening and closing. You having a good snooze, buddy? All right, well, we missed it. I woke him up, but he was sitting there with his tongue sticking out of his mouth, and he was like, he was moving his mouth around like all crazy, like fucking weird. How long does it take to write a full song and make a beat, blah, blah, blah? Sometimes it happens like super fucking quick. You make the beat in fucking 10 minutes. You write the song in 15 minutes and like, you know, you're done in half an hour. Sometimes it's like, if it feels like it's a special one or it's something that you want to pay special attention to, sometimes it takes, you know, a couple hours to make the beat. Sometimes you write part of a verse and you're like, fuck, this is really good. And I'm mentally becoming tired from writing this. So I'm going to take a step back. I'll come back and finish writing the song tomorrow or whatever the fuck. So it depends. Depends what song it is, what kind of song it is, what kind of beat it is. You know, you're looking at anywhere from 30 minutes to you know, a couple weeks if you take your time and you write it in pieces and you write a bit and leave it and come back to it or whatever. So it's always different. Just like the process of actually writing the song is always different. The amount of time that it takes to complete, it's always different. Let me see. I'm just flipping through here, you guys. Somebody asked how Nova and I met. Nova, you guys, a lot of you guys probably know this story, but somebody had just asked, how did you and Nova meet? Nova actually was throwing rap shows, and the first show I ever rapped on was a show that Nova put on. So that's how I met Nova. I emailed her and I was like, hey, I heard you're putting on a rap show. Can I rap on it? And she was like, send me your music and let me see. And I had sent her my music, and it was like the first music I ever recorded ever in my fucking life. Remember when I told you guys that story at the beginning of this live stream that I went and bought like a $50 microphone and I bought like a $50 interface, and that's where I started recording my music? The first shitty songs that I ever recorded, those are the songs that I sent to Nova. And thank God that at that point in time, Nova had horrible fucking taste, because she heard those songs and was like, yeah, okay, you can be on my rap show. And I was like, okay. And then she was like, actually, she said, you can be on my rap show, but you got to help me put up posters for it. And I was like, low key, I was a pro wrestler prior to this shit. So I'm too familiar with putting up fucking posters. Every time there was a wrestling show, we'd all get together in a group and we'd go down the big streets and we'd tape up the wrestling posters on all the light poles and shit like that. And I was brokenhearted to not be wrestling anymore. But the one thing I didn't miss doing was putting up fucking posters. So then I hit up Nova and I'm like, can I be on your rap show? And she's like, yeah, sure, but you got to help us put up posters. And I was like, fuck, I can't fucking escape this poster shit. I put up all these posters for fucking years for wrestling, and I thought I was going to get into making music and I would escape the postering aspect of this whole thing. But lo and behold, the first fucking show that I'm ever on, I get asked to put up posters. So that's actually the first day that I met Nova, is I went and met her in the club district in the afternoon one day, and I helped her put up posters for this fucking rap show in fucking Edmonton in Canada. And fucking look at us now. So crazy. Like, so crazy. Every time I think about it, it blows my mind, man. That, like, how long ago was that? Like 14 years ago? 10 years? 12 years ago? The girlfriend that I'm still with, I met her putting up posters on my first rap show ever. Fucking wild. Crazy. Charles Cannon says, what are some of your favorite punk bands or crossover bands? Me, I love the Ramones and Suicidal Tendencies. Ramones are dope. I tried to watch a documentary on Ramones the other day, and it was just the fucking... Oh, no, it wasn't on the Ramones. It was on Velvet Underground. That was my bad. But the Velvet Underground documentary is the slowest starting fucking documentary in the history of documentaries. I watched like 25 minutes and fucking literally nothing had happened. Nothing. So I moved on. Ramones are really dope. Suicidal Tendencies is dope. As far as punk goes, like, I mean, Bad Religion, Green Day, AFI. I know our internet is going crazy right now. Sorry about that. I really fucking liked AFI for like quite a while. There's a local band to Vancouver called Terminal City Rats that are a punk band out of Canada. They're fucking amazing. But yeah, there's a couple of them. Ramones and Suicidal Tendencies are dope. Suicidal Tendencies is like one of the most badass bands of all time. Deanna Flowers Clay says, do you drink coffee or tea? I don't do caffeine anymore. When I quit drinking and I quit doing partying and I quit all that shit, I quit like fast food and caffeine and like all that shit. So like once in a fucking blue moon, I'll drink a soda that has like caffeine in it, but that's it. So primarily I drink like decaf coffee, or I typically drink tea, but once in a while I have like a decaf coffee. But yeah, decaf coffee and tea. Whoop. I'm just scrolling through here, you guys. Give me one sec. Somebody asked if Nova's gonna put out a new album. I can't even answer that. That's a question for Nova. If Nova wants to tell you about whether she is or is not releasing a new album, I'm gonna leave that up to her. I'm not gonna. My lips are sealed. I'm sworn to secrecy on that. Carly Lane says, was it love at first sight when you saw Nova at that first show? I guess so. Honestly, I guess so. I wasn't like, oh shit, I've made a fucking crucial mistake here. Okay, there we go. Was it love at first sight? I do remember our first meeting quite fondly. Yeah, it's so hard to say that, yeah, it was love at first sight. I knew that there was something really fucking special about her, and I knew that like I wanted to be around her, and I just, there was something, I just felt like I felt like I was just being pulled to her like a fucking magnet. Like there was just something about her. And we never lost touch since that day, ever. So, it took a long time for us to like get into a real relationship though. It took us a long fucking time, like years and 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 years. So I guess it was like love at first sight, and if it wasn't, it was definitely love after all, and I'll take that. I'm super duper happy with that, and very very grateful to you know, to be with Nova. So. Danny DC says, do you and Nova have the same political views? Nope. No, we do not. That's like that's like one of the things I can definitely, I gotta big up Nova for that for sure, because we don't see eye to eye on a lot of shit, and we stay arguing about a million little things that don't fucking matter, mostly because it's fun to sort of like debate one another on. It's fun to debate each other on our sort of subtle political nuances that we have and the differences therein. And yeah, we definitely don't see eye to eye on a lot of it. But like, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't fuck anything up. Like, and I gotta give it to her. I say shit in my music all the fucking time that she doesn't agree with, and I'll like read her the lyrics, or she'll hear it after it's recorded, and she's like, oh my God. Are you really gonna fucking say that shit? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, is that really how you feel? And I said, yeah. And she's like, well, I don't think it's that way. And we'll argue about it. And then she still fucking gets behind the camera and shoots the video and stands next to me when I drop the music video and supports me in spite of our differences and in spite of what we believe and how we think about politics. She stands next to me every single fucking time and rocks with me, and that's super fucking cool. It's actually inspired me to think that there needs to be a fucking reality dating show, like one of these like Married at First Sight shows, or The Bachelor, or Survivor. Like on Survivor, if one entire team was Democrats and one entire team was Republicans, or one entire team's liberal and one entire team's conservative, whatever, and those teams have to play against each other on Survivor, that would be fucking huge. Or like a dating show where it's all liberals and they have to date all conservatives, and you can only make couples with one liberal and one conservative. That'd be fucking amazing. That's must-see TV. Must fucking see TV. And it's so relevant with all the bullshit going on. It's so relevant with all the bullshit going on in the world today. It would just be fucking, it would be such a smash hit. It would be like the biggest reality TV in the last fucking 20 years. It'd be amazing. Anyways. What else we got going on here? TJ Warner says, how can I market artwork that people say is too expensive and won't buy? I mean, I don't know. That's a pretty broad question. Like, I guess if you're fucking gluing macaroni to a paper plate and you're selling it online for $750, I would say that you're probably not going to be able to convince people to buy macaroni glued to a fucking paper plate for $750. So I don't think there's any amount of convincing that's going to help you in that scenario. But if you are making something worthwhile, that's the thing. That's like one of my big things with the music industry, is that the music industry tries to tell artists all the time, people won't buy physical music. People won't buy physical art. It's got to be digital, and it's got to be streamable, and it's got to be this, and it's got to be that, and blah, 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 blah. And when you're like, oh, well, why won't people buy physical music anymore? And they say, oh, it's worthless. It's worthless. It doesn't mean anything to them. It's got to be digital. It's got to be consumable. It's got to be accessible and easy to get to, and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, yo, first of all, shut the fuck up. Like, you can't allow other people to define your worth. or the worth of your creativity. So I guess at the end of the day, if you want to glue fucking macaroni to a paper plate and sell it for $750, it's not a matter of convincing people to buy your macaroni paper plate, because not everybody's going to want that. But if you can find the group of people, who value your glued macaroni to a paper plate as much as you value your macaroni glued to a paper plate, that's like a tongue twister. If you can find the people that value those things the same way that you value them, then you'll be able to sell them, and it's not going to be an issue. So it's not about like, this is the process. You got to find yourself and find out what's important to you. Find yourself and find out what's important to you, what you value, and do that. And other people who have the same values and will when you find yourself, you figure out how to be your truth. And if your truth is macaroni glued to paper plates, or your truth is making music, whatever it is, find yourself, find your truth, and do that. And people will come to the truth. In a world full of bullshit, people are attracted to the truth. So find yourself, find your truth, and do that, and people will come. And that's it. And if your truth is macaroni glued to paper plates, if you love it, there's other people out there who love it. So just do you and allow people to find you, and you won't have to convince people to pay. You won't have to convince people to pay money for your art. The people who love your art like you love your art will find you. That's the best advice I could give. Is this the same guy? TJ Wanner said, I burn pictures into pieces of wood. Oh, that sounds fucking badass. And I'm sure there's a much bigger market out there for burning pictures into pieces of wood than there are gluing macaroni to fucking paper plates. So that's sick. It shouldn't be difficult for you to find your people. Michael Watson says, in your opinion, what's the healthiest way to get in shape? Obviously, working out and exercising is major. Lifting weights and doing cardio is major. But as somebody who's like been in a fitness space for most of their life, so especially when I was pro wrestling, one of the things I know 100% is factual is 75% of the results you get from exercise actually comes from diet. So you can like work out and run and break your back in the gym all you fucking want, and you'll have little to zero results unless you adjust your diet and eat accordingly and stuff like that. So healthiest way to get in shape is literally manipulate your diet. That's it. And if you can manage to manipulate your diet in a positive way, add lifting weights and add exercise onto a good diet. A lot of people keep asking if the video dropping on Friday is a new song or if it's off one of the albums that I just dropped. But I can't tell you. I'm not going to tell you. But if you show up here, this Facebook page, tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., then you'll see. You'll see the artwork and you'll know right away if it's new or if it's something off one of the albums. That's all I can say. Well, this is Candy. How do I pronounce your last name, Candy? Gabrielze Candy says, this is the first time I've ever been asked this question, 100%. I have never been asked this question before. Hey, ToM MAcDonAlD, can I use a Hangover Gang shirt to make a socket for my prosthetic leg without getting sued? Fuck yeah, you can. I was just thinking about how big of a fucking asshole it would make me if I sued somebody who has one leg. That would make me a massive piece of shit. Like, I wouldn't want to sue somebody that has two fucking legs. So, Candy, please feel free. Use the Hangover Gang shirt to make the socket for your prosthetic. And when you do that, you have to post a photo. I have to see what that looks like. That's badass. Do not worry about being sued. It's your fucking t-shirt. It's your prosthetic. You do whatever the fuck you want. And I'm stoked to see it. And now that I've given you permission to make that prosthetic socket with the Hangover Gang logo, you have this video now. I've given you permission. I cannot sue you. And if I took you to court, I wouldn't have a leg to stand on. Look, I'm sorry if that was insensitive, but I'm just guessing that Candy has a really fucking good sense of humor. And I could not let that opportunity pass. And it just seems like everybody these days is getting canceled for jokes and comedy. But I support Dave Chappelle and all of the other comedians out there that the rest of the world thinks are assholes. And I had to drop that joke. I'm sorry. Ryan Hopkins says, how do I gain weight? Any foods that you'd recommend? Typically, like, if you want to gain weight, the right kind of weight, protein. And I think the general rule for protein is, if you can have 2 grams of protein for every pound that you weigh, you'll gain weight fast. So if you're 150 pounds, and you eat 300 grams of protein a day, you'll gain. That's kind of the general rule. To maintain weight, eat as many grams of protein. Make sure your protein intake is even with your weight. So if you're 150, damn, the internet's going crazy. If you're 150 pounds, eat 150 grams of protein, and that will maintain. And if you want to gain weight, the general rule is to eat more grams of protein than you weigh. Ideally double. So there you go. All right, guys. People say some funny shit. So earlier I had called somebody Anema, and she said, my name's Anne Marie, not Anema. LOL. I mean, you spelt it A-N-N-E-M-A. Anema. Anima? Either one of those is bad. Okay. What do we got going on here? All right, guys. All this talk about protein and gaining weight, starving. All this talk about protein and gaining weight and maintaining weight has made me starving, and I can smell that Nova's cooking something, so I'm going to go crush some food. But this was a lot of fun, man. It's been weeks since we did this. I'm so glad that we got to get back to it today. I'll do another one next week, and I'll try to keep up on this. But everybody, don't forget, brand new video drops this Friday at 9 a.m. When it drops, please share the unholy hell out of it. Or share the holy hell out of it. I don't want to start more rumors about me being a satanic lizard man, Illuminati, offspring, whatever. Share the holy hell out of the video that drops on Friday. I would appreciate it. Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. I'm dropping the artwork. If you want to see the new video before anybody else, join the Hangover Gang newsletter. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. The links are pinned in the comments right now. I can't wait to show you guys this video, man. Like I said, visually, unlike anything that we've ever done before. This one's going to be unforgettable. I'm going to leave your minds blown on Friday, I promise. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. I hope you had a good time tonight. I will tell Nova that everybody said hi. Till Friday morning at 9 a.m. Be well. Friday morning at 9 a.m. I'm going to blow your minds. I love y'all. It's Hangover Gang forever. Peace.